Big man we all love now. Which team is that? Norway, I think.
I don't know. Oh, the like.
But what? It's a man, not a word. The devil. He's the devil. Do we want to start that way?
I was like, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Bienvenue.
Welcome.
Enchanté.
Okay.
Bienvenidos y bienvenidas.
Welcome to the BLT pod.
I'm Beatrice.
And I'm Lexi.
And we're spilling the tea today on our latest curiosities.
Around everything.
Literally everything. Or, like, how did we get here?
How did we get here? How did we get here? To this pod.
Lexi and Beatrice. Acting class, right? We
yes.
met acting class.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time, like, first impressions kind of thing?
First impressions, you were like the coolest person I've ever met, and I know you hate when I say that.
Yeah, I did not.
She's wrong. She's wrong. She hates it every time I tell her that. But I forget what you were wearing. I'm pretty sure it was like sometimes like baggy jeans and like 17 necklaces and like the coolest the coolest like sweater shirt combo that I never would have thought to wear. And you walked in and you were just like, "Hey, I'm Beatrice." Like, I was just like, I'm gonna be her friend one day. It took a month to say hi, but
we're here now. And you know what? It did take a lot for me to get to that place too in acting class.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember meeting you and realizing like very talkative, but also so fun. Like you, even though it was your first class, you were very like, let's do this, let's get into it, like so on board, which I was like, okay.
Well, I love that about you too, because I feel like we're both like, what's the point of like doing things if we're not going to go all out? Yeah. Okay, so and how did we get to a podcast? You might ask yourself.
Text thread.
Before acting class, we went and found Tom's Bread, which free
Sponsored.
promo.
I'm just
free promo. Definitely free promo for Tom's because we're here because of Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, actually, the first time we hung out was a coffee shop. I was late. A parking garage.
Prince Street Cafe.
I
was like, because I was there today. That's why.
And we were there for like, yeah, we were there for like a split second, and then you had to go, and because I had been late, but that was fine.
And I remember after that conversation, I was like, we need to be friends.
Yes.
Like I think right off the bat, I was talking about therapy, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm normally not one to be like, hey new friend.
Yeah.
Trauma.
And then for me as a person, I'm just kind of like, well, what you need to know about me is this is a choice. I was depressed. So I really like to start off.
We have serious things to talk about.
We do have serious things to talk about, but we wanted to give you a little insight into our friendship. So we are not only, this is a new podcast, but this is a new friendship that we are experiencing together. We want to hang out with each other. We both love creative passions, and we have so many questions about the world.
Yes.
So what are we even going to do here? So we have so many questions for each other, and we are the BLT pod, and we are going to sandwich pop culture with serious questions and
go from there.
Yeah, not serious questions.
Yeah, I think one thing that I've liked so far is that you have a lot of, I think you mentioned the Eagles or like football. I love football. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that I don't know and I'm not exposed to certain like subcultures, and same thing for you with me and my like, I think I mentioned typography once, and you were like, why would I care? And I'm like, but you have to. It's the best thing in the world.
So we're very much so. I am very much so going to be pop culture, sports, which is funny because you're doing sports. Sorry. I will be the very much so pop culture, all around knowledge. And if we need some niche, in depth.
All right, call me out.
Cool girl topics. Only cool girls know about typography, and I'll stand on that. Okay, so, and the topic of our conversation today is our summer obsessions.
Yes.
And
one of our summer
obsessions. And we're only through July, so there's still 2 more months for new summer obsessions. But my summer obsession is Love Island.
And mine is the World Cup.
I know not a thing about the World Cup.
And I don't know anything about Love Island.
And so we together are going to teach each other about both of those things.
Yes.
So
to the best of our abilities, and also maybe not factually correct.
No.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
It's vibes. This is all vibes. Do not base your research paper off of this.
No, we literally want to talk to each other, and I want to ask somebody questions that can answer my questions. That's really
it. Might be skewed.
Okay, so what do you want to know about Love Island?
Let me tell you what I know, and then you will be flabbergasted at my lack of knowledge. What I imagine Love Island to be.
Okay.
Is a lot of hot people go to one island.
Correct.
And then they like cheat on each other, and then everyone leaves. I don't know if that's my exposure.
Inaccurate.
And also, of the TikToks I've seen, there's a lot of like red pill questions or blue pill drama with the boys, and there was one girl that was super heartbroken about a cheating incident, and that's all I know. It's really all I know.
Right, okay. So not incorrect summary about Love Island. So I'm just going to give you like, every season you start with 5, everyone's hot. Everyone's the hottest people you've ever seen.
Okay.
So 5 girls, 5 guys is usually the number. I think it might be 5 or 6. It depends on who said racist stuff and get kicked out before the season starts.
Okay, and that happened, right?
That happened this season and last season.
Was there? Oh, wasn't the Bachelorette?
No, that was something different. We'll get there.
We're on course.
We'll move somewhere else. We'll move on to them.
Okay.
If you're going to tell me that for your health, I'm going to have to finally like watch Mormon Wives, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, so 5 hot girls, 5 hot guys. Girls are in the villa first, always. They greet each other. Then the 5 hot guys come in, then everyone makes out with each other. You have to kiss each other the whole time, or else it's not Love Island. And then after you kiss and know someone's first name, you decide who you want to couple up with. And then you guys sleep in the same bed together.
Okay.
That night. And so that's considered your couple. And you have to pull each. So this is where can I pull you for a chat?
Yeah.
You can't just like walk up to somebody and be like, have a general group conversation if you're interested in them. You have to pull them for a separate chat that you two can have. So
you like stake your claim first and say like, hey, I really like you, and then you announce it to the group.
Well, no. So like you like pull each other. So like now after you've coupled up, everybody kind of like walks around because they're being filmed 24/7. That's something important to know. Actually, it's like 24/5, but like literally they're 100% on film. So there are times where they're just like walking around the villa. If you're interested in person or want to get to know somebody, you will pull them for a chat. So the two of you will go off to a different part of the villa where usually people either can or can't see you.
Okay, and it's like an official like...
We're just talking.
Yeah.
All that is like, hey, we're just getting to know each other. Like, what's your first name? What do you like? What do you want? Whatever. Multiple people can hold multiple people chats. Even like girls, if you want to have a one-on-one chat with like your friends, you have to pull them for a chat.
It's recorded.
They're all recorded.
But not everyone else sees it.
Not everyone else sees it. Correct. And they're all mic'd up so we can hear their conversations, but not like if they're on one side, like they're all outside. So it's not like if you're like that far away, you can actually even hear what's being said. It's like all looking at body language and vibes and stuff.
Okay.
And so that happens. And then, so like that's the first night always. And you kind of, then you're in your couple, you sleep with a person. That happens the whole time. Like you have to pull people for chats to be able to like, whatever.
See where things are going.
Then as you go, bombshells come in.
Like the actual, so now it makes sense.
Yes. Bombshells are coming in and their whole job is to come and take your partner because they want to stay in the villa.
Because what's the prize?
Well, $100,000 at the end. The winning couple wins $100,000.
Damn.
They used to see if someone would take half the money, but for the last like 5 seasons, no one took the money. It was like, were you really here for love or were you here for the money? And so they, at the end, this stopped this season. They didn't do it, but in the past, they'd be like, are you here for love or money? And then they could decide if they were going to split the cash or one of them gets the full $100,000.
Okay.
Right. They didn't do that this season, but that's previous seasons. But the goal of the end is the best couple wins $100,000. So the bombshell comes in, and then there's things called recouplings. They happen sporadically. So the whole bombshell comes in, and they get to pick either the guy or girl that they want, and then the person that was in that couple is at risk of being dumped from the island.
Oh my God.
Yes.
This is so toxic.
So yes. So people are going in and out. You can have multiple connections. You can pull multiple people from multiple chats. So it's not cheating, but it depends on how people are taking having chats. So that was the whole drama half the season is like almost every couple that like partnered up day one went into Casa as a couple. And then like if the person came back with another person, like it's hard because the guys were all like very gross at how they talked about the girls, so it's not really fair. But like, it makes it complicated when you talk about it this way. But usually, like the couples that are together night one, because so many people are coming in and out, usually aren't the couple that stays together. But this season, the drama was like if you were with your person day one, you weren't supposed to not be with them. That's like how everyone cheated it. So that's why everyone was talking about cheating, but it wasn't cheating because you're on Love Island. The whole point is to be hot and make out with strangers. And every time they made out with strangers, they got upset with each other outside of a challenge. But they were all making
challenges?
Oh, there's this most disgusting challenges you've ever seen in your life. They're awful. But like, literally, they were like, every other year, kissing outside of a challenge is like a big thing. Because in the challenges where you like get the cue, like in the past, it used to be like, can you figure out compatibility? But like, I think this year, like the producers just decided they wanted to like air their kinks out. Because like there was like, when I tell you the challenge, there was a challenge this year where a girl, somebody had to go sit on a cake, and then a guy had to get something squirted in his face, and then the guy had to put his mouth on the foot of the girl he wanted to put the shoe. It's insane. The challenge, I speed through the challenges, but kissing outside of a challenge used to be this like whole big thing because that meant you were actually interested in your couple. Morning one, the men make the women breakfast, which is beautiful, chef's kiss, because the women have their entire makeup room to get ready every morning for hours on end.
Because they have to look hot.
Perfect, fun. Exactly. And men don't have to do anything, so they go make breakfast for them. So usually it's like, okay, it's like 2 or 3 days in, people are starting to kiss outside of challenges. I'm kidding you not. The day after these people met each other, almost every couple was kissing each other on the mouth. Almost every single one.
Everyone's horny.
Like, good morning. Where's the romance? Anyway, so that's that.
Where's the romance?
And then there's bombshells. They come in, they leave.
Okay.
Do you have any questions before we get to Casa Amor?
So wait, Casa Amor is it?
We're gonna get there.
Oh my god. I think
you're understanding kind of what's happening here. Like hot people in bikinis every day. Every once in a while, they go do gross challenges. They kiss each other, and then they go home. Okay. And then there's drama about who's in, whatever. Then after some people leave, some people stay together, the couples are together. Randomly, usually the men, last year was the way, but usually it's the men, get taken out to go to Casa Amor, the ultimate relationship challenge. And they literally, all of the men go to a different house and they get 5 new girls, and all of the women stay in the villa, and they get 5, this year they got 12 new boys, but they get 5 new boys, and then you literally recouple up with new people. And then you literally like start over again, but only in Casa. It's like 3 days. And so like, that's where it's like, they cheated on me kind of thing also goes in. It's like, are they kissing someone in Casa, but they're supposed to be exploring? So like, that's what you're supposed to do. It's Love Island, but like, how much is too much? What is respectful? So that's where it gets, and then you come back. And so the people that were at the villa.
This is so messy.
The people that were at the villa have a choice. Or
to choose.
Yeah, the people that were at Casa have a choice. They can either bring back the person they were partnered up with at Casa, or they can partner up with the person that they went in with, but they haven't spoken to each other.
Oh, so they can't like debrief before they decide.
Exactly. So the people that stay at the villa, they have a choice. They can either couple with the person they were with, or they can hope that their person's coming back to them. Otherwise, they're single and vulnerable and have risk of being dumped up from the island.
Oh my god. Okay.
So usually that's where the biggest drama happens, because usually there's people that get brought back, and there's people that stay single and wait for their person to come back, and then there's that drama, and then it's the end, and then you kind of keep voting. There's fan votes in between it. That's like an overall of what Love Island is supposed to be. Okay. So you're caught up. So what have you known about this season, and where can I give you details?
Where can you give me details? It's an every night kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's there's episode, so not 7 days a week, it's 6 days a week, 5 depending on how you look at it. So there's a new episode Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then Wednesday is the only day of the week where Love Island does not air. And then it comes back Thursday and Friday. And then usually there's a After Sun on Saturday. I personally loved the new co-host, co-host Teffy and Sierra. Sierra was from Summer House, which we can get into another day. I love them, so I watched it. I thought they like did it really well, and they actually showed like the Islander, because mind you, these people don't have their phones this whole time. So like, this year they like during After Sun they showed them like getting their phones back, and they were actually able to ask them like questions that happened on the show. So I really like After Sun. Some people take it off. So either depending on how dedicated you are, you either are watching 6 or 5 days a week.
Okay. Okay. Are you gonna watch next summer's season?
Yeah, I've been watching since Bergie's season, and that's season 5. That's why Soul Ties is crazy, and people don't know that.
What is Soul Ties?
It's actually a whole lore that I don't think we have time to get into if you do have questions about this season and drama that you've seen. But in Casa you get small things from the other islanders. So like usually there's a video that gets sent or like pictures. So like last year or like 2 seasons ago, 2 of the girls that were in like a couple when they left, they got videos texted to them. That's where like I got a text. That's how production talks to them. They got videos of their men making out and like dry humping in bed and like kissing and doing all that stuff. You can't talk to them though. So
they know about that, but they don't
know what got saw. The men don't know what was seen. So these women are like crying and like, oh my God. Yeah. And so Soul Ties is Crazy comes from season 5, where KK got the video of her partner literally being like, we feel like soul ties. And she goes, Soul Ties is crazy. All of the Villa men go, Soul Ties is crazy. Which the bigger lore is the next year when Soul Ties was created, Rob was one of the Villa boys. Rob from Traders, he was a Casa boy. He got brought back to the Villa. He got kicked off too soon. They brought him back for the next season. He saw Soul Ties. He said Soul Ties is crazy for the first time. No one knows how important that moment was to me. And because everyone started watching season 6 and no one understands. Anyway.
But I understand that.
Thank you. Yes. And so, so the drama, who have you seen? You saw cheating or anything? Any questions about anyone?
Any questions? I'm not familiar with like this summer's cast. But I feel like if I started watching next year, I would be more aware of like how the show is set up.
Yes.
I don't know if I can commit my summer to like watching something every night, but now I could go into it understanding more of what it is.
Right. And if we have the podcast, I can just summarize the episode you skip.
Oh my God, thank you. Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah, so that was the drama this season.
Okay. There was a girl with very short hair.
Soul. All right. That's exactly what I was hoping for. This is exactly what I wanted when I asked if you had questions.
She was cool.
No, I wish it was just that simple. Because now we have to talk about Sincere. It's a man, not a word. The devil. He's the devil.
Okay. His name is Sincere, and he's
the opposite.
Sincere. Okay.
Literally, okay, so Melanie and Sincere partner up first night.
Okay.
And
Melanie is the short hair girl.
Melanie is the long hair girl that's partnered with him forever. Okay. Would pictures help?
Girl, yeah, I'm a visual learner.
Yeah, I don't know why it took so long to do
Maybe
that.
Next time we can have like a
oh my God, a whiteboard
PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah. Cool. All right, so this is Melanie. Beautiful girl. I will tell you that the photographer was awful. Like, they did them dirty. I actually don't even want to show you that as a picture. I'm just going to show you their Instagrams.
You can do that.
Okay, so
this is a tangent. I gave someone my Instagram, and their like For You page, their discovery stuff was all stuff that I was like, ooh.
That's how you know. That's how you know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't even tell you about this weekend. There's a man that approached me in the wild. He was literally on his way home to New Jersey. He was so fun. He approached me in the wild. No, this is good.
Wait,
he was really cute and sweet and his approach was
like how am I reacting?
I understand
that.
No, he literally
man approaches me on the street. So I could go so into
so I was sitting in a bar with my friend.
Okay.
And he like saw our cheesesteak egg rolls, and he like saw them and like did like a drive by because it was also a pizza shop in the front and a bar in the back.
Like an actual drive.
A drive by, like, oh my God, what was that? And he was like, can I order that up there? I said no. And then I saw him at the front, and I was like, oh my God, he's making ice. He's hot, cute, really fun, cute.
Yeah.
Then he came back to the table. He's like, I'm waiting for my train. Is it okay if I come stand with you? Like, and I was like, yeah. And then he was like super sweet and super cute, and he like wasn't too like much. And he kept putting his hand on my leg, and then like he like would take it off. But then me and my friend were sharing a room, and we only had twin beds, and so like they kept getting later. I was like, I would invite you back, but there's nowhere, you can't come back with us. And so I was like, you do have to get your train. And then I never got any of his contact information.
He didn't give you his number?
I know. But he lives in Jersey, and I live far away, so I don't think we ever thought. But it was a fun little. I told you the love of my life is going to approach me randomly in the wild. That's exactly how it would be approached. Bing! Well, it wasn't him, but someone. Yeah, I've been approached actually so 3 times in the last week.
That's so
it's
cute,
great.
Though. I'm so happy. That was a cute little story. I was so ready for it to just be like awful.
No,
there's so many stories.
Well, right, yeah. Men approaching is terrifying, but he was cute, and I love him. Yeah. Okay, so this is Melanie. So yeah, those pictures did them.
Oh my God, she's a better photographer than him.
Whoever that was that did that to them. So that's Melanie.
Okay.
This, I'm going to show you the devil incarnate.
Named Sincere?
Named fucking Sincere, brother.
Okay. Bro.
You know the worst part about him? He's hot. Oh, I know! That's nice! I realized that! And you know what they bond over? being from Philly. They're Birds fans.
What?
Go Birds, babies.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Very importantly, go Birds.
Go Birds.
And fuck the Cowboys.
Sure.
We'll get her there. Don't worry. Yeah. So they bond about.
Of course he's from Philly.
They both are.
Yes.
But like, of course he's from Philly, and he acts like he's terrifying. Okay, so then whatever. They're partnered together for a couple weeks. Or a couple days, mind you. This is all happening within days. There are a couple.
It feels like days.
It feels like years. I feel like I've lost years this season. So they are coupled up together.
Okay.
And it's like they're like super cute or whatever. And then Soul comes in as a bombshell. It's like a couple episodes in. Did something else happen before that with Soul? Who came in as a bombshell? Hold on, I need to do some keeping track. Gabe came in as a bombshell. Kata came in as a bombshell. Then the bed happened. Corbin came in as a bombshell, and then the bed scene happened where they painted on each other. Soul comes in during this bed. We don't have time. It's a challenge where
I will Google.
Right. I'll send you the challenge later, but basically everyone's dressed in white on a giant bed. Men are handcuffed to the bed. The women are blindfolded and have to find their men by clawing on the bed. What the women don't know is in between them kissing their men, there are two new women that are kissing their men that they can't see because they're blindfolded crawling around.
I am the jealous woman. Like, I could not.
The way the women were, because then they would handcuff themselves to their partner.
Wow.
The girls that were, no! I was so mad.
No.
I literally like saw bright red.
I would.
Speaking of red, the bombshells had red paint on them, and the way the women realized that the bombshells were even there is they're like, where'd that red come from? None of us have red. So all over their men is bright red. All over their.
This is so. I'm so mad. Oh my god.
Anyway,
I can't.
Soul comes in during that,
Okay.
and Jen, our everything bagel Jen, who we love dearly and can do no wrong.
Yes,
we
Jen.
love her.
Amazing Jen.
She knows.
The sweetie pet Jen. Wait, is Jen the
with Gal? If you've heard anything about Jen Gall, she's a Swiftie.
Okay.
Is
is she the one that had the big cry, where she's like, "Can I hold your hand?"
No, that's Melanie. We're getting there.
Oh my god.
The Melanie, it's like, can you hold my hand?
Yeah.
And she like digressed. Yeah. Okay, so Soul comes in, and whatever. First night, she's like flirting with Sincere. And America gets to vote. And this is where shit gets messy. America gets to vote who the bombshells are going to partner up with. So America votes Soul and Sincere because everyone's like, get Melanie away from this. When Melanie also had a little bit of a freak out, but like, also,
but everyone loves Melanie and Sincere.
Yes, but in the beginning it was a little bit rough because she like would freak out when like people would call her on stuff. So like, which I kind of get. She was just like, I need 10. Everyone give me 10. That was before Soul even came in, and Melanie was like freaking out about Sincere.
Okay, so why? Yes, I think I understand.
So then
now.
America votes Soul and Sincere to be in a couple, which means now they're sharing a bed. Sincere tells Soul. Like, he's like, here's to sincerity, something, and, like, longevity. And tells Soul, like, you're the girl that I want to be in a partner with. Like, I'm not even that interested in Melanie. Goes back to Melanie and is like, no, I don't even want to explore that girl. America voted for me with her. Like, there's no reason for me to want to even be with that girl.
Nerve.
And then Melanie's like, okay, well, if you're interested in her and you're exploring, just tell me that. But are you going to keep kissing her? And he's like, no, I'm not going to keep kissing that girl. Same night, kissing her. And so we're seeing all of this. This keeps happening, whatever. Then Casa Amor happens right before they go to Casa Amor. They're finally better. And then he goes and does the same thing with a girl named Amora. And then comes back. Then movie night is the night where they show, because they've been just living this. They haven't seen any of this. It's where they show everybody on the island everything. So Melanie's freaking out because during the Soul, everybody in the island, mind you, doesn't know that Sincere's also lying to the guys. He's saying Melanie's crazy. I told her I'm exploring the Soul. Meanwhile, to her is like, no, it's just you. I'm not interested. I'm not going to kiss her. All of this stuff. Like, it's literally it's literally crazy. And like, they play it. You see him lying to his friends and Melanie. Everything Melanie's been saying to everybody, she's not crazy. So she's watching her world crumble around her, being like, wait a second, I was never crazy. Yeah. So that's Sincere and Melanie, and somehow over and over again has 9 lives. That's creepy little man. He had everybody in that villa wrapped around his finger. That's and in like he's like, it's like in a creepy, it was in a scary way, like in the way he's dangerous and like a devil in the way that, like, I was watching Love Island. You know how obsessed I am with Love Island? I didn't realize how bad it was, even though I watched it. So I can't imagine what it's like to be with that type of manipulative person and living
really
it.
Believing them and like seeing
and then like seeing a completely different version. Like, he literally still had everybody in that villa, like, wrapped around his finger the whole time.
That's insane.
So that's, yeah. And Seoul came out and for some reason decided she was more mad at Melanie than Sincere. Everybody that's come out is more mad at Melanie than Sincere.
That's, okay. I'm fed up.
Yeah, well, I think we've exhausted Love Island.
Yeah.
We've exhausted my obsession, and it's over. And if you want spoilers, Trinity and Bryce won, and we didn't even go over Trinity and Bryce, and they're the best thing that's ever happened. I am a Karnaya, like, shipper, and at the end of the day, Anaya and Carl are the only thing that made me believe in love again. And I know my Carl's out there in the world, and you can come find me. I'll be at the local bars.
The local bars.
But you know what I was doing while the man approached me and touched my leg? We were watching the World Cup, and I had so many questions.
Okay, great. So you better have. I'm not the professional for you.
Can you give me
what questions do you have about the World Cup? Which I'm very I like calling it the Mundial because that's how I grew up calling it. It's in Spanish. So you call it the Mundial because it's just Mundial. Mundo is world, so it's just like the world thing in Spanish.
Mundial.
Yeah.
Mundial.
But also Mundial. Yeah.
Mundial.
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 Mundial. Okay, perfect.
What do you have questions about? I feel like the race. Well, yeah. I know less about the Mundial than you have about Love Island. But I could just go through the questions. I'm ready.
How many teams?
So many teams. Also, teams are based on countries, not based on leagues. So that's why it's interesting, because if you're into, say you're like really into Arsenal or Barcelona or like a specific city team, the FIFA is based on your nationality. So it's like a crossover series where, you know, if
like kind of like in the Olympics, where our team was built on a bunch of players
that are just for the U.S.
Okay.
But that is a good point to make that I will make later about like why I feel like in some ways the World Cup in some ways is more fun than the Olympics. It's a big
I had more fun not even watching I watched 2 games and I had more fun with the World Cup than the Olympics.
Okay.
So, but please.
So, 48 countries are like get to. I'm great with words, guys. Just 48 countries are able to play in the World Cup, and it starts out with that. That's why in the beginning it's like 3 games a day, right?
Okay.
It was a lot, and it's over the course of like a month, right?
Right.
And the great thing about this year was that it was shared with a lot of different countries over a lot of different stadiums and places.
Right.
Because in the past, it's been one country that's hosted, and there's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of controversy around building these huge infrastructures, kicking people out, like really intense labor conditions.
Yeah.
That's why like drama with. So in some ways, I feel like that's why it was better that it was like all of North America that was hosting.
Right.
And also, I mean, if you were following the memes or just like people like, you know, Japanese people coming to watch their games and they're in like Texas, like
I fell in love with the love stories. The amount of Korean and Mexican babies, I can't wait for 9 months from now. I'm obsessed with them. I love them.
It's so fun.
And they it made me patriotic for the first time in like
a while. Yeah. And that's an interesting point because like when I feel like also I forget who I can accredit this to, but another thing to mention is like for a lot of people in the U.S., they are here with like different nationality backgrounds, and the World Cup is like one of the first times they can like really be proud of where they're from in a public place. Because
I didn't even think about that.
Especially with like what's happening right now, like the fact that like Mexico, Colombia, Paraguay, like it felt extra special.
Yeah.
That we were like dancing cumbia on like King Street. Like
yeah.
I think that's what makes it special.
Cape Verde, I'm obsessed with them and love with them now.
I'm same. And I love that like it's stuff like this that brings. If someone also said that the World Cup is like the closest thing we'll have to world peace because everyone's like rah rah and like
no, it really felt like it. Literally having a bunch of people come to our country and be like, wait, you guys are actually really nice. And I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, so we start with 48 countries. They start in groups, so then it's like the groups that compete against each other. So, for example, for a while, Colombia was in the top of the group. And for context, I'm quarter Colombian. My grandpa, my papito, is from Cali, so I was like Colombia stan all the way through. Still sad that they were eliminated the way they were, but
how were they eliminated? Well,
just like the game didn't. I feel like they had a really good chance. I forget the exact score, but it was like they were playing well enough, and it was just like the sheer luck of I'm pretty sure it was penalty. So the way a football game works is it's 2 chunks of time. Soccer. Football, soccer. We're going to call it football here. Like 2 acts, because I like adding the theater references. And each team is trying to get the ball into the goal.
Okay.
And there's like specifics about all of that, but that's the main gist of it. And there's 2 chunks of time for them to do that. So they do have a halftime. If it's 0-0 by the end of that, they tack on time at the end. So you know how in American football, like if something goes wrong, they stop the clock, and then it's like they do their whole thing, and then they start again. In soccer and football, it's different. They keep the time running. So when you see the yellow card, when you see the red card, the clock is still ticking, but the refs keep track of that, and then at the end they just like add 10 minutes to it. So the end is pretty intense.
Is that why every once in a while it'll be like they're over the time that I'm expecting, and then there's more time, and then there's a plus?
Time. Yes, and then there's a plus. Yeah. So that's the plus, is accounting for like the amount of times that these athletes rolled around in agony because
I literally watched. It was who did I watch? The big man we all love now. Which team is that? Norway, I think.
I don't know. Oh, the like. Yes, I know Norway.
And he was.
Holland. A lot of Latin American countries don't like Argentina, and now it's gonna be Spain. The final this Sunday, or this I don't know. Sunday.
Final day.
Spain versus Argentina, and I'm really torn because I want to root for Latin America, because up until this point it has been like colonizer versus the colonized, and that's been an interesting way to.
When I saw everyone was rooting for England, I was like, now hold on a second.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions for them.
No, hold on a second.
I think people who are, I'm not justifying this. I also am like, why are you rooting for England? If you're really into football, there's a lot of good players that are on the English team that are in like the Arsenal or like other league. So that's maybe why. I'm not sure.
And at some point you just make up whatever rules to get it down to down to 16 maybe?
Now?
Well, now we're down to 2. Now. But the round of 16 I heard about.
Yeah. The round of 16 is the second round of knockouts. So it's the more intense round. It's like the second
and
level.
Knockouts is when like they get out for losing.
It's like the game determines if you're out. So like today, for example, it was one game and England was eliminated because England lost that game.
Got it. Okay.
You also have here, why is there so much kissing? You wrote that down for me, and my answer is the players get lonely.
I don't even think. I guess I have seen them kissing each other a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Which maybe.
I think I was just writing down every thought that I had about.
My broad guess is a lot of cultures. Kissing is like a way of greeting people. Like it's a lot more comfortable.
Can I say something that's gonna make you happy? Kenzie, my sweetie pie honey bunch, said that for her, kissing is like a handshake.
Which, you know what? Why not? But also, that's a big distinction, peck on the cheek.
Right.
Which, another tangent for another time, I feel like in the U.S. we don't have like a very clear greeting goodbye thing. Yeah. It bothers me. I'm like, do we peck? Like, is it one kiss?
Right.
Is it 2 kisses? Is it a hug? Is it no touching?
I'll start kissing you on the mouth if you want.
Episode 1. Okay. So that's why I was like, okay, they're kissing. So my guess is either culturally appropriate or not. I don't know, because oh my gosh, there's so many tangents that I don't know how to get into. And what else? Why are we mad at Christian? I don't know.
We were mad. Everyone was really mad at Cristiano Ronaldo.
And you know what? I don't know why, which is exposes my knowledge of it. Like, to be fair, I'm not much of a sports person.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of fun memories of watching the Mundial specifically. Like, I remember when Spain won in 2010. It was so fun. So I feel like my one chance to be like, okay, like, I'll, like, dabble back in sports again is for the Mundial. And I, like, I'm like, oh, there's a game? Sure, I'll show up. So I'm like, not the best person.
Right, okay, but that is, again, where it gets into maybe I should have looked into why everyone's mad at Christian.
Okay. Better question. When do the women play? So the real
World Cup. When do I get to watch the real World Cup?
It's going to be in Morocco, and it's going to be in this autumn. I think October.
Slay.
The exciting thing is Puerto Rico is going to be playing. They were it's a big
as their own sovereign nation,
as their own team. So who's gonna be repping it? I have no Puerto Rican roots in me at all.
But I'll root for them. I don't care.
We're gonna be rooting for them.
I'm from a little island in the Caribbean. I'll support them.
They are gonna be playing in Morocco. I'm excited to watch.
That's
I'm hoping that like people will continue the hype for it.
Yeah.
I also, interestingly enough, I watched a video on how they do, not Paralympics, but like Special Olympics soccer, and with a blind game for a penalty kick, everyone's visually impaired on the team, and then someone like taps the corners of the goalpost, and then they score. Isn't that so cool? That's amazing.
Literally,
there's no limits.
One day we're gonna realize that all disabilities are literally just like worlds into superpowers, and it's like they're the poorest of all of us.
So
anyway,
that was a
incredible,
fun tidbit. One thing to note is this World Cup was a big deal because a lot of famous players are retiring after this one. So, Ronaldo from Portugal, some guy from Brazil, which is important.
It's not
and
Pepe.
Messi, which no one likes. It's interesting. Everyone loves soccer, football. Everyone does not like FIFA.
I've heard bad things about FIFA. FIFA's evil and bad.
Yes, and like when we're watching the game and they show the president, everyone's like,
well, right, just like Roger Goodell. Any man in charge of an organization like that just has to be evil to their core. But
here we are. So it feels very rigged because the president really loves Messi, and this is Messi's last World Cup. So like, if they win,
and now everybody's losing certain ways against Argentina.
My very, very biased opinion is like Colombia should be playing, and if it was Colombia versus Spain, like, oh my god, that would have been so interesting.
Yeah,
I'm leaning towards Spain because I've lived there just like for a few months. I loved.
She tries to convince me consistently that she's not cool. Please continue.
And I loved it there. And I've never been to Argentina, and like, I don't know, like Messi shouldn't win if he's, I don't know. It just didn't, when they won today, it didn't sit well with me. So
yeah, vibes are off.
But I don't.
Yeah. Vibes are rancid, and sometimes the vibes are all you need.
Very fun fact: my last name is like originally from Spain. So maybe that's why. I mean, like colonizers, that's what they do. Everyone's from like two places in the world.
Yeah. Oh my god, another tangent. My sister on TikTok or on Instagram found someone that found the origin of my last name in Jamaica and the slave owners that gave it to us.
Oh my god.
And so she reached out to the girl. So once I get more information, I don't want to say her name because I don't really necessarily need to say my last name. But yeah.
Important thing to note is the next World Cup that's coming up in 4 years, 3 years time, a few years time. It's going to be the 100-year anniversary. It's going to be in Spain, Portugal, and Morocco.
Oh my god.
And they're going to have some games in Latin America, specifically Uruguay, Paraguay, and Argentina, because that's where the first game was played.
Oh my.
So
we're going.
We're going. we're going.
We have some time.
My friend got to go to the game in Philly, and she went to. It was like super last minute, like 24-hour notice. I was like, why are you randomly asking me for my jersey? She went with two friends. One of those friends, I think on SEPTA on their way back, like a guy bumped into her, asked for her number. I don't even know where he's from, but definitely not from the U.S. And they went on a date. Like, it's true. Like, how did I miss that? Anyways, the Women's World Cup coming up in a few months, and then big 100 years in a few years.
Why do the women only get one country and the men get 3? Never mind.
Yeah,
Never mind. I'm just gonna rage bait myself. Forget it. Anyway,
it doesn't take me much to do that too.
I'm already pissed off because I already know the answer, and it's literally just sexism. Anyway,
my thing is like, it's fun to like have something to focus on and have an excuse to like celebrate with friends and just like vibes.
Yeah, and that's why I'll get you into football.
Which will expose why I still like soccer more. Because I love that there's a live ball all the time, and there's like chances to like talk to people, and you can kind of like hear the fluctuations the whole time. Like, I love that it's live. Whereas with like American football, it's like you're waiting. Like half the time is like, which we will get to at another point, and maybe I'll be convinced otherwise. But that's
I'm gonna get her. I swear.
Yeah, any more questions about FIFA? Which, like, to be fair, so high level, like...
No, I mean, we barely even touched a single vibe in Love Island.
No, you were very much more, like, aware.
You actually don't know how little I covered. So we matched each other, and we call this the BLT Sandwich Pod because we are sandwiching our topics with just a little chit-chat at the end. How was your weekend?
My weekend? Mm-hmm. What was I doing this weekend?
Should we go first?
My weekend was great. I still forget what I did. You can go first. You had a fun weekend.
I did. I went down to Philly and I was supposed to go see a concert. So this is a little fun fact about me. I love to One Direction in my time. My favorite was Louis Tomlinson. I need you all to know that she is... You're going to see something different about us.
No.
What my calendar looks like is blank, except for randomly I have them like, I'm going to go somewhere. She was trying to see what she did this weekend, and so she went and saw a multi-layered colored calendar. I literally, the dots on my calendar, the most dots I have is the one day of the year that like both Easter and like about the same time. Like, it's never, anyway. We're two different people.
Yeah.
Because I literally started my weekend off late because I left my house late. But my friend from Denver was coming, and we were going to go try to see Louis, because last time I tried to see Louis Tomlinson at Red Rocks, there was a hailstorm and I almost died on the side of a mountain. Conversation for another day.
Okay.
Then this time, the first time I tried to see him, it was March of 2020. So I was supposed to fly over to England, and then, the world shut down.
Oh, 2020.
Right, March 2020. March 21st was my first show, actually. That's the day the world shut down. And then this time, there was a giant storm in Philly, and all of West Philadelphia was half underwater, half power was out. I saw about 5 or 6 giant trees on their side, and the concert got canceled. So I'm not going to...
Wasn't that 2 weekends ago?
That was Saturday. It was a 2-hour storm.
Wait, no, that was 2 weekends ago.
Girl, I was there on Saturday. It happened also on Saturday. On Saturday, literally I literally saw 2 giant oak trees on their side.
It was... Sorry, I'm like...
Okay.
I don't have a memory anymore.
Okay. And no, literally, and the concert got canceled again. So I decided if I do try to see him again, I will die. So I can't ever try again. I think I just have to accept that it's not meant to be in my lifetime, even though he was my favorite and I did multiple fan projects for him. But anyway, the great news was I was able to go out, hung out with my friends, did little putt shack, which is now my new favorite thing to do. Literally dinner, and then you play like little mini golf. And they're like a 9 holes, and it was like you did pong, and like you can't cheat because it tracks your ball. Anyway, it was very fun. And they were like some of my closest friends that I had when I was in Denver.
Aww.
So, and it was like nice to have the 3 of us together because we hadn't in a while. And my one friend who lived in Philly for like a year, I would go down to see her, and I got to see like all of her friends that I was seeing. So that was cool. And I found a new tattoo artist. So that was good. And I got flirted with at a bar while watching the World Cup.
So fun.
So it was a good, fun, very good weekend, but I'm exhausted. Haven't stopped since. So now that we've consulted your calendar, where were you?
Where was I? I worked, and then I also went to 2 birthday parties. One, it was like polar opposite themes. One was farm, like Olympic farm games, like relay race games, spectator. I was actually put on photography duty, which I didn't mind. And then I went to a Lady Gaga themed birthday party, which was super fun. She had a DJ. The dress code was black, red, or white. I was the only person in all white. And you know what? I owned it, but oh my God, I felt very self-conscious.
I simply could never do that for the sake of I can't walk down the street in something white without something getting on it. Like did you spill anything on it?
No. But
what?
I did.
I literally, it's like a running joke. I bought a gray sweatshirt at work. And
no, I did spill something on it.
Okay, thank God.
There's a spot that I always, like a specific spot on my torso that always it's like the same angle. It always,
yeah, your mouth doesn't work there.
No.
That's mine's just the whole, that's my whole chin.
It's just like, point to my boob. Like right here.
Every time I drink anything, like there can be a lid on it, there can be nothing, I can check. No, it like somehow it always comes out right here. And so it's right in the middle. Like anything I'm drinking, it's right in the center.
Yeah. So I did have a stain. Thankfully it was like a liquid stain, so.
But I want you to know that everyone probably thought you were the coolest person in the world for being the only one in all white.
It was a birthday party though. Like she had 3 costumes. It was great. It was lovely.
Yeah. I doubt you outshined her, but you probably were just the coolest person in the room.
And I'm working up to having that confidence, of like feeling that confidence while emulating it.
Oh, no. Yeah. No, I don't feel that in the moment. I just reflect afterwards. I'm like, oh my God, I was the coolest person in the room.
And I want to get to that point. Yeah. I'm not there yet.
I have gotten to the point where it's like, I am one of the hottest people some people will ever look at. And it's just like, how do you stare at, you know?
Like, how do you stare at me? I don't know.
I've just been telling myself that in the mirror, and lately I've been like, I'm right.
That works.
That's really all it is. It's just lying until your brain agrees with you.
Weekend.
But yeah, this is our first episode. It is coming after both of these things have died down. So if you have something else that you would like to ask each other questions about, that is more relevant to you and your niche interests, please let us know.
Yes.
Otherwise, we will be back
soon.
Most likely next week or the week after. And we will be back asking each other questions, and we hope you'll enjoy our sandwich with us. I needed that.